Hello, Susie Kwan here with another episode in my What I Have Learned on Railroads Online. Today I'm going to take this train up to the coal mine, which I had laid some track to, and it's going to have two Climaxes in it. We got 6 fully loaded rail cars, 6 fully loaded beam cars. Actually, they're lumber cars with the different loads on, and then 6 empty hoppers. So, and usually what I do is I'll start when I do multiple engines like this, and I've tried it several times in different other situations, not this particular one, but yeah, you want to make sure you got enough wood for the fire. You got your regulator set in the direction you want to go at 100%, and then the rear engine, which we're in right now, we want to set that up first and make it 50%. We're going to use 50% all the way up. Up. Okay, 50%. Now, it's not going to do anything. It'll try to push, but it won't do anything. And let's go up to the other engine. Wrong way. Now here I don't have to ride on the cars, but once we get moving I have to use the cars to move around. Okay, this one's good on fuel. It's in a reverser. Okay, 50%. Let off the brakes. Get my distance here on the... And then we're going to get back on the other engine again and release the brakes on it. Okay, so we should get moving really good here. Now, let me go back to the lead engine. Not that that's necessary, it just, I like to see what's happening up ahead. So, this area right here is all flat land. It just runs along the river bank, or the river. And down here, I used the track that has a regular road bed on or embankment. So, you'll see it actually get thicker in depth as we go up. And what that is we're at, I think this goes 2 to 3.5% in different areas. So when you see the 3.5, see right here it's probably using 2. And when you see it get really thick is when it's either the grounds drop down or the trains drop down sufficiently, like right there, and then, or right here. Then the other place is when you see it tapered, but it's longer or deeper this way than it is here. That is 3.5% grade. 3.5 to 3% grade. You have to do that because eventually you'll get into these ripples, because that's how the developers made it. And you'll get these big drop-offs. And so you have to climb up over those drop-offs to get to the next level. And that's where the 3.5% comes in. The longer you make it, the easier it is on the train. So I was planning on having a fuel depot right in this area. Like sanding, water tower, wood, firewood Depot, the telegraph office, and so on and so forth. But I haven't done that yet. I want to see how this works out before I go doing that. And it seems to work out okay without, one central or two central locations is probably all I'm going to need. Because the Climaxes handle a lot of wood. They also eat that stuff up like crazy. And by the time we get up to the coal mine, we'll be reloading both those engines. And it looks like both of them have enough water. So they got pretty good capacity on that too. So they're a kind of a all-around workhorse engine, you might say. Yeah, see, this is I believe this is where it steps up. Yeah, see how it drops down? Now this is a higher level than this is down here, so you have to get up that. Then it'll go up again. This is just dropped off because of there's the other level probably coming up here. Yep. Now see how this embankment is? Now after a particular depth, these embankments are kind of worthless. They just have big openings underneath of them. And so you have to watch that if you want it to look natural. And then I always put these stone tracks where they're on the edge of the river so that it looks, it can take the brunt of the river. Not that it does that, but it looks that way. It's aesthetic more than anything. There's a couple tight turns on this route that kind of get a little scary. Here we go, more uphill. Actually, this is continuous 3%, I think, 3.5%. I may have overdid it, but it looks okay. Yeah, this is another drop off. This is higher than this is. You can see it in the... Now this is gonna the train engines are gonna struggle a little bit getting up through here. So I think this is a 3.5. But they're good at 50% the whole way. I mean, they never slow down a whole lot. The trucks on the engine and on the cars crack me up, the way they readjust themselves. See, that one of the cars. They all do it once they get in a curve. These bridges are just the wooden bridges with creosote. That's all I use. Now when I get going up this hill right here, I'll be using the stone wall track. And there's a reason for that, because the embankment tracks, or the regular roadbed tracks, if you get close to the edge of a cliff or something, if you use that there, it sticks out and looks kind of hokey. So it's actually clipping the side of the cliff, you know, and it doesn't look good. So these walled tracks up here are gonna look a lot better on the mountain run. That's just after I get across the river. Which is right up here, I believe. Yeah, there's a waterfall. The stone wall. I like the winter snow and all that, but it's hard. One thing, it's hard to lay track in. Other thing is, you know, it's got a nice ambiance. But as far as contrast goes, it's like the contrast between black and white as far as color. And then in the spring and summer and even the fall, the contrasts are more color related and it looks a lot better, I think. So now we're coming around the side of the mountain here. And we'll be able to see our track at the higher level. It's quite a distance. I couldn't believe it was that the height difference was so much. But it is. Let's see. You over there in a second. Okay, there's traffic and the bridge. This is near the hollow that we have to go around. Doesn't look like much as far as the depth goes, but when you look at the height, it's quite a bit. And then up here when I was building the track, I had a major crash up here with the train. I used this train right here to test the track as I was going up. And what happened, this is another learning thing. Hang on, anyhow, let me tell you about this first. If the train goes over your track rails, then you can't run a train through there, and that's a wrecking train. I gotta let a cat out. Just a second. Okay, I'm back. So, you can see other places like here, that's not going to bother you. As long as it doesn't touch the rails. Um, I had a place. Oh, and then, see, I took the trees out as I was creating the track so I could see better. But like right here, I couldn't go straight here. I had to go around this, excuse me, because the mountain train was going to interfere with the track. And this is a fairly tight turn here. You'll see the cars and the engine shaking as you go around it. I couldn't make it any smoother. I suppose that if I really tried it could. Started out over towards the cliff where see it gets kind of, see it's already really getting up towards the track there. So I'd say no. It's above 30 meters radius, so the train should be able to maneuver. All these curves are more than 30 meters. You know, 35, 40 maybe at some point. But I don't think I've gone down to 30 on any. Unless it was really sharp turns like this right here. This is the bridge we looked at earlier. There's the track. Yeah. Now, I gotta watch because this goes right, or left, I'm sorry, and then it goes right, and we have to get into the coal mine now. So I gotta get out of here. And slow this engine down first. I stand in one spot and the train runs underneath me. So I'll turn it off. And then I'll run around and get back up here. Now we gotta set the brakes because if we don't, um, it'll try to roll back down a hill. This is pretty steep right here. This is 3.5. Yeah, I know. Steep is 6 and above, I'm sure. But we're gonna set the brakes on this thing. And then, I should check the wood. Yeah, we better put some in there. Put some here. And then we'll run up to the other locomotive. And I'm going to set some switches. I'm going to get this thing, this fuel taken care of first. Yeah, it needs it. Should have known the other one did. Why wouldn't this one? And then these cars are probably right at the switch. Just before, oh wow, I actually stopped it. I did a test run up here and to see how long this was going to take. And I went past that switch every time. So anyhow, I can flip the switch then. And one time I was doing this and the cars actually ain't coupled where they should have. So anyhow, let's go back here and uncouple these cars and then move this set of hoppers into the storage yard. The hoppers and the engine both. Oh, shoot. There. So disconnect that. Now it's going to try and roll downhill. And it stopped. Good. It's good. That was a slack being taken up in the cars is what it was. Okay, so now this will move forward. And it should go into the yard. And I'll show you why I can't load the coal car or the coal into the hopper as we get up here. Oh, and I was playing in Transport Fever too. I might do a series on that too. See now, if you look at the coal mine, it's 0. This is 0. And this is 0. So I have no resources up here, so there won't be any coal to actually put into the cars. So now let's move this train up. And what we'll do is we'll unload the beams, and then I'm going to end the video with that. It's pretty tricky getting this to load up. Let's see. I think I want to remove a few of these trees because they really seem to get in the way when I was doing this before. When you're trying to visualize where the train's at in relationship to the dock. That should be enough. There's one more right over here. Okay, that should do it. I do this with I do my controls with partly with the remote keypad I have. That works pretty good. I got like the enter the locomotive key and enter the construction key and all that right on that keypad. So you can change the keypad numbers and stuff. So anytime you're on a grade, you want to start your regulator at a fairly good rate. I think we're going to need about 70. Now see, it's starting to pull already, but I let this off and it'll pull. You get below 50% and don't want to do anything. I gotta move this shed right here. I gotta move this piece because it's sitting right where the beams unload. It's too much. Let's go further. I think that should do it. Let's see how we did. Yeah. It's hard to remember which way to go. We still didn't hit it. See, there's only like you should be able to unload 2 cars right here. So let's move up. I think it's 2 here, but 3 at the rail drop dock. Yeah, so that should do it. And then I'm going to move that building out of the way. Yeah, but still got to go up some more. Jeez, ow. See, it's hard to target those. Unless you're some kind of genius. Okay, so let's move her up a little bit more. Just don't have enough oomph there to keep moving. That looks pretty good. I gotta move this house. So first I gotta get rid of it. And then I gotta add it. Let's just line it up a little bit here. Go to the right. Out there. And place it. Now you can tell if you place it or not if the building doesn't move because it disappears as far as the guide unit. Okay, so when you do this, I've showed you this before, you got to see if it's close to the dock, and if it is, it usually is available to be unloaded, so I think this should unload. Yeah, it's unloaded. And same thing here. And back to the locomotive. Get it set up for that so we can see it. There's a lot of people that want to just rush through everything. I don't have a problem with it. Oh, that's a little too far. That's a little too far. That should do it. Okay. Let's do it again. Yeah, a little too far. I think we still can get this done. As long as it's near that stairway, you can do it. I just looked on level 7. I didn't know that. I mean, that's no great thing, but it's great for me because I'm moving up the ladder there. Okay, and there we go again. This time I think I can hit it. Now I think I showed unloading or loading the hoppers in another video. So it's going to be similar to that here too. That should do it. We get up on the car and bring the chute down until it releases the ball. Once it releases the ball, you go back, you push it back up just a small amount, and then pull it back down again, and you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drops into the coal car before it's full. And you can see the texture in the coal car change, or the hopper, and it'll tell you it's full, but it takes 10 to do a hopper. So just like these rails back here, they take 10 also. So anyhow, that's where we're at. And we still have nothing in the coal mine, nothing over here. Our rails are back there. As soon as we start dropping those, we got 18 there, so that's a start. Once we start dropping these, we can then have some coal to take down with us. So we'll do that the next time. I appreciate you guys coming in and watching my series. And if you get a chance, subscribe and like and give me some comments what you think and so on and so forth. And I hope you all stay well. Thanks for watching again. Toodles.